How's everybody doing today? I know it's been a while since I made a video. The shop has been crazy. I mean, off the hook, nuts, crazy, absolutely crazy. That and I've had my heart set on making the next video. I'm putting the front end of the Cornet back together, and I made some changes, and the parts are here. And now that the parts are here, I just I haven't had time to go out there and put the parts on and then document it on camera. So the Cornet's on hold again, along with all the rest of my broken stuff. But anyways, I got this Superbird trans done. I just finished this Superbird trans. Well, today's Saturday, and it is 12 o'clock Chicago time. And I finished this transmission last night on Friday, and it's Saturday, and so I'm coming here to finish this up, and then I got to start on Tim's E4OD. It's going to be a freshen up, and we're gonna see how my trans brake, the E4OD 4R100 trans brake, lived up to 1 year, 1 summer of fun in Tim's race truck. So as soon as I'm done with this and making this short video, I'm going to get that transmission up on the bench and tear it apart, and that'll be in a second video. That'll be right after this video. So I'm actually going to make 2 videos today. But I wanted to talk to you about on Sprags, Bolt In Sprags. Chris is a customer of mine, lives here in Lowell. Broke his Sprag by doing a burnout. Now, I know Chris is not a wild man behind the wheel, but this is his second Sprag that he broke. He broke one on his other car. So I don't know if it just was bad luck for him or what, but as soon as I tighten this pan up, I'll give you a shot of what the Sprag looks like. And I also got to put the linkage on. I know my camera's going to move a little bit because I just have it setting on the workbench, so you might have some earthquake videos here. But just to tell you the story, I just did the trans as a stock build because it's just a stock 440. Nothing crazy. I even used stock clutches. Everything was stock. So Chris thought I put a Bolt In Sprag in it, but that was in his Charger, which is probably a little bit more healthy than this 440. And so I didn't put a Bolt In Sprag in it. And I didn't put a Bolt In Sprag in it this time. And I know what you're thinking. Like, John, why the hell not? And that's what this video is about. Let me set this off to the side and make it clean, a little work area. The video is about Bolt In Sprags, and I actually made a live about this, but I had it all documented, and it I accidentally deleted it. So I'm just going to go over it real quick and tell you what I feel is. Back in the, I don't know, probably was mid 70s, mid to late 70s, it was thought to, if you made these Sprags Bolt-In, not only is it pressed into the case by these 249, 243 little splines, it's also pressed into the case. And yes, this is part of the case. And once this happens, it's done. You can see this is from it spinning in the case, but you can see where the casting broke. You know, it's not very thick, but the outer part of the case will only break is when the cam spins in the case. And that only happens is after you have spring and roller failure. So even if you would put a Bolt In Sprag in, sometimes it'll pop this way like it did here. And it's still, I mean, you have a 50-50 chance of it breaking the case or not breaking the case. But what I want to suggest to you guys with automatic shift valve bodies, the case I want to make with automatic shift valve bodies, if you do your burnout in D, as was done here, there is no low band apply. But if you put the shifter in low 1, then there is low band apply. Then the band and the Sprag are holding the low reverse drum, not just the Sprag. So it greatly increases the mechanical ability to do the holding in first gear. So for you automatic shift guys, if you can do your burnouts, go right ahead. I mean, we're all gearheads. They're designed to do burnouts, you know. Put it in low 1. This is a feature, the low band apply feature is on every single Chrysler rear wheel drive, 3-speed and 4-speed. It's the way it comes from the factory. So it's nothing that I'm modifying or anybody else is modifying to do. That's just the function of the valve body. If I put it in low 1, you're turning on a low band apply. Now, if you have my reverse manual valve body with or without a trans brake, when you put the shifter in first gear, the low band apply then is modified to come on in first gear. So the Bolt In Sprag, if this didn't have a Bolt In Sprag, but if it did, and this failure still happened, it still would have took out the case. Like I said, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But in this case, it took out the case, no pun intended. It's the spring and rollers that fail. Okay? So, Chris, unfortunately for his luck, he ate 2 at each one of his cars. He was doing a burnout and blew the Sprag. I wasn't there, didn't see how big of a burnout he did, or how crazy, or how stupid, or how excited he may have got it. I don't know. I'm not blaming Chris. I'm educating you guys. Automatic shifts, burnouts, let them rip. Do it in first gear, and manual low 1. Turns that band on, keeps the Sprag from breaking. So that's just some good advice. If you want to strengthen the Sprag, these have 12 rollers in them. You could get my drag Sprag, which is just a nickname. It could be used in a stock application, which has 16. So you're adding more rollers to that and then bringing the strength up of that Sprag more than the 12. So the 518s already have 14. So that's 2 more than what the 727 had. So evidently Chrysler thought also that it was better to put that in there. Now, when Chris brought his car here, we went for a little test drive, and he had it in D. And now mind you, the Sprag was broken when he brought it over here. Okay. He got the car to move by put it in low 1 because even though the Sprag wasn't working, the band was. Okay. And when you have a blown Sprag, the transmission, when given that gas in D, actually goes into a reverse ratio. And you can hear it. We heard it going. It's one of the perks of the job. We're going to go for a Superbird ride in the snow. I don't know, the paint don't look as shiny as it did last time. And what are you doing?
Let me see if I can get it to do it.
What are you...
See?
That don't sound good.
That's what I mean. I think we done broke it again. See? But I put it in first. And we usually always go and start working. So you think I gotta pull it out?
That sounds like you broke the Sprag. I'm gonna tell you, you cannot rev this up and drive because the transmission will explode.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to get home.
The Sprag's broke. It doesn't move forward, and it locks. And when you put this in D, it locks in just the forward clutch. When you put it in low 1,
it locks both bands.
It turns the band on.
Okay.
So if you ain't moving nowhere in D, the Sprag's broke.
Okay, that's fine.
So I can't go for a drive?
No, we can. It'll work. It does work.
You got to manually shift it. I don't want the transmission exploding on me. Okay?
So as long as I manually shift it.
Yeah. Do not rev it up in D in first. I even feel funny with my feet here. You know, I'm surprised I don't hear no crunching noises in second and third. You know why?
No.
Because the Sprag freewheels in second and third. And if it's broken, you'd think it'd be crunching, right?
Yeah. The other one, my charger, I don't know if it's, I might have to pull it out again. So
What's that?
the one in my charger that you did. But it might be. I'm hoping it's just the clips come loose for the shifter.
Hey, thank you. I mean, it'll blow up real quick.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It would be catastrophic, my friend.
I'll probably need a case for this one too.
I hope not. Why are you so hard on Sprags?
I don't know. My engine motor got to go to tougher transmission for me.
Yeah, they're not racing transmissions. You seen that wing in the back?
Since I do drive this a lot, how big of a deal was it to put an overdrive transmission in this?
Once I get those... And I immediately told him, do not rev it. If he would have revved it, because this transmission has a stock drum, it would have exploded right there in front of my shop. And we both could have got hurt. I've already got hurt from a transmission once before. So I certainly didn't want to relive that. So he drove it home. I told him use low 1, do not rev it up. And he got the transmission out. I got it here. It's built. It's ready to go. New Sprag. And I did do this because I measured the rollers and where I get these from the manufacturer, the height and the thickness, and they're all within spec. So, you know, I'm like, this was a factory, a Chrysler outer cam and a Chrysler inner race and a Chrysler case. So the first thing I wanted to do was kind of blame the spring and rollers, you know. Who knows where these things could be made from? When I asked my supplier where these spring and rollers are made, he couldn't answer me. So you know what that means. They're made from overseas. Now, I'm not blaming the spring and roller. I want to. You know, I'm also looking at a 55-year-old transmission case that could have just said I had enough. But I did throw all those spring and rollers out, and now I buy them strictly from Sonics. So I also noticed what I like about the Sonics spring and roller kit is the spring is wider and it fits into the groove nicer. So that's something I liked about it. So from now on, all my Bolt In Sprags, my regular Bolt In Sprags are going to have Sonic spring and rollers. And if you order spring and rollers through me, when you buy whatever overhaul kits or this or that, from here on out, I'm gonna try and make an improvement. I'm going to make this improvement, and these spring and rollers will be from Sonics. I have my distributor where I get those from. Try to give Sonics a head up that I might be going through quite a few of those at this time. All right, well, one last thing before. Okay, one last thing I want to let you know before I go is I'm not discouraging the Bolt In Sprags, but I want you guys to not have that false sense of security saying, well, if you got a Bolt In Sprag, everything is going to be fine. It'll never break. That is not true. Anything can break. Bolt In Sprags can break. So for you automatic guys, with automatic shift valve bodies, you're on the street, you're at the racetrack, however it goes, if you guys are going to do your burnouts in either the water box or whatever, put it in low 1. Now, we always tell everybody with reverse manual valve bodies in the water box to start off in second. Well, you can't do that in an automatic shift valve body. If you put your shifter in second gear, the low band apply is shut off. It's turned off. So you got to put it in first. I hope that you got a little education today. It's not really a big tech thing, but it's important. In our sport, we want everybody to be safe, have a good time. We also don't want them to have repeat Sprag failures. So that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. More power to ya, and we'll catch you on the next one.